On a walkabout through the woods the other day, not too far away from my place, come up to a whole treasure trove of little odds and sods laying about. I'm going to pick up this here particular Onan propane power generator, plus a few other little gems. Welcome back to the channel. This is Beach and Living Like a Boss. Follow me along and we'll do a little recovery. So I ran home and fired up the Freightliner, got that ready to go, and drove it down to that particular property. Wanted to get her loaded up while the little Fergie, I think it's a 135 loader tractor, was down there to help me pick some of this equipment up. Okay, I only went maybe 10 kilometers south of my corner there. Is going to meet Rod here. I thought this was going to be our pickup point, but he is not here. So he probably went right into where the tractor is that we got to pull out of there to load. I can't get into that place up there. It's way too tight, so I guess I'll just walk in there and meet him in there. Dang it. Seems like a little miscommunication. Well, I'm on the laneway and I think I can hear his tractor coming down, but I won't have to walk all the way up there. But he's going to have to walk all the way up there to get his pickup truck, because I can't go in there with my big truck. We'll just see what's going on. Here he comes around the corner. Yeah. Our treasure. Look at this here piece of work coming. I thought you were going to wait for me there, and then I could ride in with the pickup, and then you don't have to walk to get your truck.
Oh, that's okay. Why don't you drive this onto your trailer, and I'll go back and get my truck.
We can do that.
Figure out that brake. Well, it doesn't matter because you're driving up there.
Run his tractor up the lever tails there, pulling that cart, which is a pretty sketchy operation in the first place, and then I had to figure out the controls on that little Fergie a little bit before I went up. You know, brakes were important. Figure that out, and of course they were sketchy, but ended up working out all right. Got her up on top of the trailer and got her chained down. And up it goes. Went up there pretty easily, pretty flawless. It's a pretty easy load. Getting it off will be a different situation. That cart is basically sloppily pinned together with some chains on the drawbar. Yeah, it's a little sketchy. Plus it's got oxygen and acetylene bottle racks that are hanging pretty close to the ground. And yeah, the tires leak down, go flat pretty quick. When we unload it, it's going to be a little bit different operation.
Load that one timber. on. Good deal.
All right, no key to shut off.
This is one of them loads you just never have the appropriate area to tie things down, especially that floppy old cart there. The thing is hooked to the Massey's, it's not a Massey, it's a Fergie, hooked to his 3-point lift. Of course, that leaks down all the time, so you pretty much got to let it leak right down before you get the last tightening done of the chain. You can see that tire on this side is going flat as we speak, so you've got to keep tightening on chains. So yeah, it's a good thing we're not going very
I
far.
worked in northern Alberta in the 80s. I had a flail mower in the back of one of them tractors I was running, and those fucking mechanics chained it. See these little light chains here? Those keep it from swaying.
Yeah.
They didn't hook those fuckers up, and I didn't notice it. I went running across the yard, and the fucking shit out sideways, and caught the fucking wheel. And underneath the tractor, then once they had 2 lugs, there was a pin that goes through to hold the arms.
Yeah.
I busted one of them fucking lugs off, eh? And the old foreman for the shop come running over there, and he started giving us shit, and I says, well, if you fucking assholes would have done those goddamn pins up, that would have never happened. He just went out and never said another word. Yeah, that's looking good. I'll put the gear selector in here. Not that it
I
needs
don't
it.
know if you want to do that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I always loaded up pretty nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a nice trailer. I like it. Oh, this should have been in the way.
Well, I'll put the binder on the other side, Rob.
Oh, okay. I can fix
It'll
it.
just slide through. Oh, I got the camera going. You don't swear. Just me. Just me swears.
Got it last back years ago. I was over at Todd's place. A friend of mine, a little old tractor. He worked for him. You know, he had one old tractor running 3 cylinders, and I pulled the plug out. This is black as a black power or something like that.
Okay, now I'm just gonna back out of the road of that trailer there, and I'm just gonna, there's a loop-de-loop. loop. When I get onto my road, I'm gonna stop right at the sharp curve. Okay. And stop there because I'm starting to tripod at my gate.
Oh, okay.
You gotta see the freight liner. Another piece of shit off the road.
Oh, that's the hook that's in your deck. It's going to send you up something on.
Oh no, those are
Tie down.
tie downs cut. When I did have the goddamn side by side. Put some straps on it. And this belting I got from when I picked up the Armstrong tab. Oh yeah. Conveyor, right? Conveyor, that's it's not nailed down.
Something not quite right here.
This might be the find of the century here on this property, is this old track hoe, JCB, I don't know what year it would be. Diesel engine, and apparently it still runs, and it's one of the rare pieces of equipment that has, I think it's actually missing the radiator actually. It's just got the, some kind of a cooler in the front. Yeah, of course the radiator's gone. Any old tractor or whatever around here has got the radiator out of it. Must have been some scavengers over the years, I suppose. So this would take quite a bit of work, kind of like Pacific Hillbilly. Here we got a plaque or a information sheet. Probably the most interesting to me is this old Cat 922B that is actually stamped right on the loader booms, and I wonder what's the chances of it having a radiator in it. chances apparently are pretty good. It's got a radiator in it. Look at that. Apparently it's got air brake system. That's a compressor right there. So it's got air brakes, and it's just got a rear axle steer. It does not articulate. I understand that cat motor is seized up. Can understand why, because the muffler over there is open right to the motor. It's right full of water. Who knows what the damage is. But it's got a nice cab in here. Almost every window is broken except this one here on the left. But it's got a nice dash there. All the gauges are intact. They're not busted, which is good. Nice little spinner on the steering wheel. Seat is non-existent. I think this would be a good candidate for rebuilding. Well, maybe not rebuilding, but getting running. I think probably 4 out of 4 tires are flat. Are those flat on that side, Phil?
Yeah.
So you can't win them all. You got a radiator, but 4 flat tires. So
Things don't look good.
these are the days when a 45 was a 45. It says the property of Air Force, U.S. Army. And then serial number from the Shell Oil Company of British Columbia. Serial number on it even. Well, it looks like this is where they did the work on, like, with the wood. Yeah, the engines are there. Drove a hydraulic system here to run this feeder and a flat belt there.
Yeah.
Run the spill or the waste wood off.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, everything's still actually not that bad.
Oh yeah, that still turns. Spin that band again. Yeah. Pretty cool. One of the things that I recovered for myself there yesterday, I didn't haul it home on that Freightliner run, but I hauled it home on my pickup earlier, and I just used the forklift and lifted it into my old 56, I believe, International S110. But anyway, this is an Onan, and there's all the specs on it. I'll put a still shot in the clip as well. It's a pretty nice little unit. Runs on propane. I don't know if it's runnable on propane, if that's working or not, but if I can get it going, I'll get it going. If not, I'll convert it over to gas. Just got to get a carburetor and put a tank up above it there somehow, gravity fed. So that'll be kind of a nice little rig. And being out here living off grid, got to have a little emergency power supply when the power gets knocked out over the winter. So yeah, I did already put a battery on it and just hit the starter. Engine turns over and the oil's up and it's clean. Of course, propane, it's always clean oil. But anyway, that's one of the little gems that I got. Another little bit of a score I made is if anybody watches my channel much there, you'll notice I always run this Clark forklift around, and it always had a mismatched pair of tires. They were never the same size, and the wheels were a mismatched pair of wheels. Well, this one here is a little on the rusty side, but the tires are almost new and they're matching. So yeah, kind of pleased with that score. I left 2 of the tires up and wheels up there. They're on an old Ford pickup there that was destined for the scrap heap. There's no motor in it. It's all beat up and everything, but for some reason they had put 4 new skins on. These are hand kooks, I believe. So yeah, got the forklift dressed up a little bit. This here ugly looking trailer with a welder on it. It's actually a Hobart welder. And it is the same as what I've already got, my military Hobart. And hopefully I'll be able to get some parts off of this and fix up the other one. It does have a 6-cylinder Perkins diesel. Of course, the radiator is missing. Somebody just relieved that engine of that radiator. But it does run. So I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with this little jewel. It's I had to take everything, the cart and everything, because the welder is actually welded to the cart. So we might be able to do something with this. It's actually a nice axle on there. It's not a old pickup truck or anything. It's a actual axle designed for a cart or a trailer. They got the wheels inverted to give it a wider stance. I guess that was when you're pulling it down the highway, it'd probably wobble a bit, so they widened up the stance. But anyway, it's I'm hoping it's in good shape. One day I'll make a little video about starting this thing up. I'll just put a hose from one port to the other and fill her up full of water, start her up, see what's going to go on with it. Yeah, so that was the score of the day yesterday, hauling it home on the Freightliner. And I got Rod's little Massey Ferguson 135 hauled out of there and delivered to his place there last night. So here we are this morning wondering where we're going to put this. It's going to be always in the road, I'm afraid, until I get around to rebuilding that other Hobart. So that's going to wrap it up on our just out of the Wild Blue rescue mission there. Rod, my buddy of mine there, he needed a little hand there stripping some of that stuff out there, and I picked up a couple items and cleaning up that property up there before they're selling the land. We just want to get rid of all the steel somehow. And there's a lot of steel up there, old sawmills and equipment like that, and old abandoned equipment, trucks, cars, excavator, big cat loader or whatever, and there's just a lot of stuff. So anyway, we rescued what we could. Got her home there yesterday, and now I've got way more projects to tinker with than I ever did. So we're going to do for now. So if you like these videos, just like, subscribe, and make comments. Love the comments. And keep on following. Come on, say persist.